Since the announcement of the 2017 national budget, mining organizations have been urging the government, sometimes threateningly, to re-examine tax measures for the precious metals industry. They have been hinting that the industry could collapse under the pressure of the new taxes. The government does not believe that the tax measures are unfair.
One of the principles of taxation is that, one, is that a tax must be easy to administer. It must be consistent in its administration. And each taxpayer must pay his or her rightful tax, no more, no less. That is one of the principles, that is a few of the principles. And in looking at the law, those are some of the reasons why I recommended that certain changes be made.
Head of the Guyana Revenue Authority, Mr. Godfrey Statia. Mr. Statia clarified that small miners would be exempt from some of the demands of the GRA, but it is the large-scale miners who would have to conform. He said the taxes will not be that onerous to tax miners out of the industry.
And we would be sending people out to all these areas with the GGMC to find out all those persons who are in those areas, who may be taking advantage of the opportunity to avoid the tax, because we know that there are lots of people who exploit persons and they get rich in the process. I don't care about the illegality of the exploitation. I care about you paying your rightful tax.
The GRA boss reminded that taxation is an investment in the country's progress and the miners should not grow accustomed to having everything free.
You pay the 2% up front and you get it back at the end of the year. As long as you file your return and you show loss, and that loss that you have made in the previous year, you carry it forward. It's not the case you would have lost those losses. You carry forward those losses to the next year until you lash out.
After a detailed explanation by Mr. Statia, miners were then persuaded that the taxes were not as burdensome as they initially thought.
We accept to the minister that the tax is good for small miners. The taxes, especially the tributary tax. For instance, there are a lot of these big miners employ you with that same GGMB permit.
Yes.
And then still you got to go in the house. I know you got people right there that these big miners owe up to now. And then paying you. And when you have a good tax system, you're paying your tax, they can't deny that you don't work with them. You understand me? So the tax is good for us.
The GRA head told miners that they should report to him any case of corruption from GRA officers, noting that in the past, miners had to pay officials to get concessions which were due to them. He made clear that such practices would not be condoned during his stint at the GRA. Royden James, HGP Nightly News.